Powering up. Protectron on duty.
No rest for the wicked, huh? Here he is. How's it going, matey?
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Oh, hello, stranger. How wonderful to meet you. Lovely day, isn't it? I'm sorry, mate. I think you have me mistaken for somebody else. Nobody by that name here. I've never heard of such a person. You must be mistaken. Now, please stop talking to me before someone overhears us and gets the wrong idea. No problem. Happens to the best of us. So, what brings you here? Well, you should go tell your old friend that I'm fine and I don't need some fresh-faced lab rat to babysit me. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I'm rather busy at the moment. I don't know about that, stranger. We just met after all.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
And we're clear. Finally, that bloody guard moved out of earshot. We can drop the charade. Do you have any idea the amount of danger you put us in just now? Never mind, there's no time. I'm actually glad you're here. I was just about to sneak into where they're holding Uma and try and break her out. But it's a suicide mission without a proper distraction. That's what I like to hear. See you at the safe house. Give him hell, lab rat.
Come here, you shifty little shit. Bad dog! You hurt already? Yeah. I'm only getting started. Not here.
Lock the door behind you. I've got to be honest, I was not thrilled to see you when you first showed up, but I'll be damned if you didn't save the day. Thank you. Oh, sweet, simple lab rat. One of these days you'll run out of luck. But until then, happy you're on our side. Good to hear your voice, Gaunt. And thanks to our trusty lab rat here, me and Uma are alive and kicking. Over.
Oh, it's not gone. It's Johnny. Christ, it's good to hear your voice too. You guys shouldn't have run off like that. Gaunt wasn't best pleased. Threw a chair at Nelson, he did.
Yeah, they're right here beside me. Over.
Oi, lab rat. Nice work out there today. I think I speak for everyone on this end of the microphone when I say you finally proved yourself loyal to our little family. I better come back to see what Gaunt has to say, though. Better get your bums back to the Swan when the heat dies down. Over and out. Over. Over.
now.
Well, well, our little wayfarer has returned. You're looking in a lot better nick than when we first found you, I must say. I've been paying mind to what you've been up to round here. Seems you're not a bad sort, the old mucker. So listen, I got an opportunity for you. You can keep on doing odd jobs for us, help out here and there for a few tickets, or you can step up to the big game. I'm offering you the chance to join the ranks of the Vagabonds. Join our family proper. Your blood becomes our blood. Our fate becomes your fate. What do you say? Weapons, armour, support, a bit of status in the streets, and protection if you're ever in a corner. Us Vagabonds look after our own. Now, we ain't the only gang about, but unlike the rest, we ain't leeches. We ain't lording it over others, and we ain't fucking lunatics. You want to be someone's pawn, go somewhere else. You want to be part of a real community? This is the place to be. Truth be told, I'm not sure of you myself. But Blind Nelson says he smells something special about you, and I'd be fucking balmy to ignore his nous. I've got me some big plans coming up, and if you've got the right skills, you could play a big part in them. In a word, revenge. We've been at war with the fucking Isle of Dogs Syndicate for 10 years. And for too much of that, we've been on the back foot. We need to switch things up. Take the war to them, and win it. Win it for good. One step at a time, eh? That's a big enough job for now. Fair enough. You play your own game. If you want to reconsider, then come back to me. Just try not to end up on the wrong side of us. Won't be good for your health. Glad your gun's on our side. That's what I like to hear. But now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still have a task for you before you join proper. We're on a war footing, and every new recruit has to prove their value for the effort. You want to join the Vagabonds? You gotta show your loyalty and your worth. The job is straightforward. Put down a dog and bring me its collar. Not just any dog, though. I want the blood of a syndicate enforcer captain, and I want its lapel pin in my hand as proof of the deed. Do that and you'll truly be one of us. Speak to Nelson for more info. The other lieutenants can kit you out with some gear.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
How you doing, mate? Hey, no trouble. I had fresh deliveries of chems and medicines today. Which would you rather have your mitts on? Here you go, mate.
Careful where you tread, or you'll give me a reason to have fun.
Need help? Goodbye.
More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything.
Alright, labrat. What can I do for you? Go on once more fill of blood, eh? Time to kill us some more doggies. Ah, well. If that's your job, then I can help you live through it, I hope. If you're planning a straight fight, then I can give you some armour. But if you want to be all tactical-like, then you can't go wrong with some well-timed grenades. Oh, forget I said nothing. Now, what gear do you want? Sure thing. Here you go.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Sure, I guess you need the right weapon for the job. You fancy a shooter or a slicer? Right, here you go. My mother wanted me to be a farmer. but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Hello, young plum. You ain't heard? The Syndicate done in his mum and dad. Happened about 10 years ago at what we call the Red Treaty. Was supposed to be a peace treaty. Gabriel Gaunt joining with Thomas Black to form a united front after driving out the Normans. But Black took the opportunity to take out the whole senior leadership of the Vagabonds, and out of the wreck he grabbed most of East London. I was right there, standing next to Gabriel when they shanked him. Last thing I saw was him slumping to the ground whilst they grabbed his Mary. Last thing I saw. Then, instead of killing me, they plucked my eyes out, said I would be the only witness, and that's all I could live for. A cruel one, that Black. Cruel and clever. He wanted me to live as a show of what happens when something gets in his way. Aye, and what a useful prop I've been since. He were only young, but he took over the gang as soon as news broke of what happened. It were hard at first, but we stuck by him and he's kept the gang going. I'm right proud of the lad, I'll tell you that. Gladly. Help? I can't help with that. Can't even see enough to help you. Ha ha! You gotta do this on your own. No hand-holding. But I'll give you a bit of background so you know what you're in for. The Syndicate has an enforcement division known by locals as the Sniffers. Their whole job is to keep the peace, as they call it, meaning meting out a bit of the old ultra-violence against anything they consider subversive. Pretty cruel bunch by all accounts. They tend to wander around in small groups round Millwall, looking for trouble. You'll find a few round Tower Hamlets and the Dome too. Each group has a captain, and they're usually smart and tough. You want to get that pin off their collar, you gotta be smarter and tougher. And they ain't the complacent type, so don't expect no shortcuts here. Like I said, no hand-holding on this one. You're on your own, I'm afraid. Do please try not to die. If you hang around, it wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Oi, you're riling me now, sunshine. What was I doing again? Who's there? Lads! Found him!
How goes the hunt? Well, well, I wasn't sure you had it in you, me old China. Very well done indeed. And good riddance to the dirty dog you scrubbed to get this. Here, keep this pin. Your first trophy is something to hold on to with pride. And take these threads. You're one of us now, so you ought to dress the part too. Welcome to the Vagabonds. Now, I told you I had some big plans coming up. Come see me and the boys in the lounge and I'll tell you what comes next. It's time for those dogs to find out what happens when we bite back.